Welcome back to Cycling Central Asia. This is a guide on how to cycle through Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, the Pamir Highway or anywhere else in Central Asia. My girlfriend and I cycled there last year in 2018 in the summer. We really enjoyed it. We learned tons about these beautiful countries and we want to share it with you through this series of videos. This is episode 2, which starts in Song-Kul, which is a beautiful lake up in the mountains of Kyrgyzstan, and takes us further along the route. I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Central Asia and the two countries we cycled through in the summer of 2018. Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. Both filled with inherent beauty, culture, and some of the most fascinating places we've ever been to. This is Cycling Central Asia. So after a monstrous ride on that washboard dirt track all the way here and a lift from some very kind people in a van, we have made it to a yurt camp. It's very cold up here. It's about 3,000 meter high, 3,600 I think. So we have decided to stay in the yurt. They very kindly offered us a place and we're gonna have dinner and breakfast with them before we move on tomorrow. It's been tough. The last 2 days have been only rain and cold and climbing and washboard, but now we're here, which is quite rewarding and amazing to see how these people live. It's quite humbling when you see how we are in Europe, living out of no phones, no electricity, no running water, and they seem so happy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you. So this traditional yurt dinner right here, and it's vegetarian too. It's day 7. We just woke up in the yurt camp. We had a group photo with the whole family here. Very sweet people.
Yeah, they're very nice.
And just in case you come by Song-Kul Lake in Kyrgyzstan on this crazy road, if you make it, if you happen to stay with these people, the prices, at least what we paid, are 500 som for sleeping.
Per person?
That's about $7 or $8 per person. Then 300 for dinner, which is about, I think, $4, $5. And 100 som for breakfast, which is
$1.50.
$1.50.
And the food here is very delicious.
Very good.
They cooked vegetarian for us both.
Yeah. Rice milk in the morning.
They were making bread.
Freshly baked bread. Well, the dinner you saw yesterday. It's good. And the weather has returned. We are also charging again. We have these solar panels, so the phones are charging, which is good news. We'll show you the kitchen just now as well. This is where the family and the guests eat. So this is it here. And they're currently cooking some other delicious food. We are gonna cycle in that direction there. There's another big yurt camp. We take the road and it's gonna be another washboard 70 kilometers or so. But at least now we have the sun on us instead of rain and cold and snow. Very surprising conditions. So let's do it. This is real. This is actually really behind us. This is the situation right now. Pretty dire. Haven't reached the top. It's hailing. I really hope we'll get out of here soon. Good God. There's a lot of thunder, but every time I put the camera on, the thunder stays away. Kyrgyzstan is really treating us. So the craziest things are happening here. We really have no idea what's going on anymore. It's freezing cold. We're on 3,000 meters high, I think, after this hailstorm. We walk into the garden of these people. They're super friendly. They have all their livestock here, and they allowed us to put the tent in their garden, which is, I think, all this land. And as you can see behind me, it's a pretty crazy spot. So the tent, we set it up, and a massive snowstorm started hitting it like this, with wind and everything. It survived so far. That was the first snowstorm it ever had. And now Belen is going with them to milk the cow. It's a bit dire, the situation here. They must be freezing, all of them. But that's another subject to talk about. Focusing on the scenery here is pretty insane Kyrgyzstan culture right here.
Sen tartınmay mağa qaraçı, Kolun sınıp kolun qarmaçı.
So this is where we are now. We just came out of that valley. It's taken us about 4 days. Landscape is beautiful as always.
I have good news.
What's the good news?
Only 20 kilometers of gravel left.
Yeah! We've been up against this all the time for the last 4 days. And it may not look so difficult, but look at this. Now imagine doing this for 80 kilometers.
Koltuk taşıp sen menen basıp, Alkımından aymen cıttasan.
So this is what we're in for. A beautiful, beautiful stretch of road. Finally! No more dust!
Oyga batıp sarsanadan, Men suranam senden suranam.
I really had no idea what a washboard road could do with you mentally. It's extremely exhausting because all the time you're wishing to be on asphalt, and once you finally are on good, smooth asphalt, my, it's such a pleasure. Really, really a pleasure.
We now have a headwind, but all of a sudden, I don't care. It's much better than being on the gravel road.
Yeah, much better. So we just left Çayek. We're now going to Susamir, and then we catch on the M41, which is the official road towards the Pamir Highway.
Yüreğimde çalgı sen gana, Karmaşıp kolu boz daima, Kalsınca sadağam nazira.
Everyone here is so friendly, always, always.
Sen menen basıp, Alkımından ay men jıtasam Men suranam
It's day number, how much? 10? Probably day number 10 now.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, no, Friday I think.
Friday?
No sense of time out here. We are in the mountains on the way to Susamir on, once again, sort of a washboard gravel road, which these bikes are made for, so we're testing them out. I wanted to show you what height we are at. You see, I got this handy gift from my brother. Thanks, man. Which shows the altitude and the barometer, so the pressure. The pressure I don't really understand, but right now we are on 1600 meters. And this is really quite helpful for understanding height sickness.
There was once a time where I was holding back, but now I found it all, got my pockets full of gold, 'cause the sun is there to guide me, and your eyes they make.
We currently just arrived in Susamir, which is a bigger town before the M41, which is the highway that takes us towards the Pamir highway. And I just wanted to show you that in Central Asia, the towns, they don't really have a trash disposal system. So they just put it in the field, as you can see. That's where the trash goes. That's where it's burned. And that's also where the cattle grazes. We also have this problem, because we're carrying trash there. We've been carrying it with us for 3 days in order to get rid of it. But it's probably going to end up there as well.
Drivers in through the sound of the city lights, and bring us up in the morning.
So this morning we have finally made it to the befamed M41. We came from Saritash over the last gravel road for a while, because now it will all be asphalt. This is the sort of the national highway of the country. The M41 goes towards Tigrlock, Karakol Lake, and Osh in the end, which is where we're going. And there's a lot of these things on this road. Lots of trucks, so it's time to swap out these for the helmets.
Ready?
Ready for this? Belen is taking some pictures right there. We're gonna go to the gas station to get a bit of charging done and to get a snack. It's very cheap here compared to gas stations in Europe. And I think then we're gonna go find a camp spot and wait out this rain, because it's supposed to be raining the whole day. It's approximately 2 minutes later and it's going wild. So we're gonna shelter in the gas station.
People must think we're crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy tourists.
Just give it